This is IFV, the web space with your dose of business and financial news. In full view, we're making your business our business.
Welcome to In Full View. I'm Marcella Palmer. We're once again bringing you the week's medium and small business news from public relations and marketing agency Ketchum in New York City. We're here for the latest word on cloud security and your business. The expert, Harold Moss, Chief Technical Officer of Cloud Security Strategy for IBM. First, here's Shay Maltzby with the Index Performance Outlook for the week ending Friday, November 19th, 2010.
Thank you, Marcella. The Nasdaq closed the week down less than 1/2 of a basis point. The Russell 2000 is up about 70 basis points. The Russell Microcap Index closes up nearly 50 basis points. The S&P Midcap 400 is up roughly 80 basis points, and Canada's S&P TSX Smallcap ends the week up approximately 2.6%.
Cloud computing is becoming an increasingly attractive option for businesses. One major perceived stumbling block is security. But IBM Chief Technical Officer of Cloud Security Strategy, Harold Moss, tells us there's more than one solution when it comes to protecting your small and medium business data on the cloud.
My duties at IBM are to work with customers to help them understand how to securely move to the cloud, as well as to build new technologies that help our customers secure their cloud environment. So I'm a technical architect. I have the responsibility of building technologies that look to the next generation of cloud computing users and how they secure their entities.
What is the cloud and what are the advantages to using cloud computing within your business?
Okay, well, the cloud's a very diverse set of things, depending on what you're doing. So we have clouds that are services, so you're probably familiar with Gmail and collaborative tools like our Lotus Live offering. We also have clouds that are infrastructure as a service, so you buy a virtual machine on the network, and instead of having a physical hardware box and a high capital expenditure and operating expenditure, you have infrastructure that you lease out for a fee on demand. So you utilize it at will, you reduce all of your costs because you're only using what you need, and you can expand it at need, so it's elastic in nature. IBM's been doing cloud for over 20 years. It's a very hot topic, largely due to the economy. Organizations are trying to compete at a much faster, more aggressive rate, but they're trying to keep their costs down. I came from startups. Spent 9 years in startups. I can tell you as working in startups, typically you have one IT person who's responsible for all of the infrastructure, all of the security, and all of the reporting. And the cloud actually offers them ways to apply better security to what they're doing. So a lot of organizations can't afford, say, security event log management. Well, you can use a service like IBM service, which we just announced, and you can have a centralized model where you can apply to these different cloud instances. So now I can apply it to my internal infrastructure and I get a higher level of quality without spending for capital or operational costs. That's huge for a lot of small businesses.
So why are people so concerned about security?
The cloud's new. It's a fast-moving technology. It's moving really quickly. People haven't got a grasp on what it is. You ask the question, what's the cloud? Everybody's asking that question because it's moved so quick and it's become so pervasive, they haven't figured it out. So it's creating some fear. And part of it is that disconnected model. So you're extending your trust out to somebody you didn't know. So the reality is, the cloud offers a lot of intrinsic benefits that customers don't realize. One, you have services, you have capabilities that you may not be able to afford in your organization that you can apply to protect your data. And to be perfectly honest, if you think about how people utilize the cloud, it's done in a very concentrated or focused way. So I go out and I use Lotus Live for my collaboration. My email, so I'm securing email. I'm not worried about healthcare data. I'm not worried about developer tasks. I'm worried about specifically how do I secure this entity. And that's actually where IBM differentiates itself, because we're really focused on how people do what they're doing. And the